So why do many startups fail, right? That's a great question. Now when I was working with an incubator back in, a long time ago, they had the money, they had the brand, they had the best engineers, yet most products would fail, right? So, whenever you're starting a new product, new startup, know that you're pretty much, you're probably going to fail, but you need to do a couple of things to make sure that you lower your chances of failure. Now, how do you go about that? So for example, okay, make sure you are validating your idea to make sure that it's actually, you can actually make money from it in the future or right away. Now you're like, oh, Mark Zuckerberg, blah 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 blah, he wanted to grow the clients, now users, right? And that's true, but that's just one example out of so many. So usually what you need to do is make sure you validate the idea to make sure you can actually make money from it. If you can't, then how long are you going to be able to burn that cash and stay still alive? So keep that in mind. Now, also make sure that you are focusing on a startup where your customers actually become a promotional channel, meaning that they actually go about their day and promote you. That's an amazing tool to have. That's an amazing fan and cult to have, where people who are using the product, they go out and promote your product for you for free. Now, if you're a startup entrepreneur, you're like, how do I fail less? Okay, I'll give you some tips. So number one, you have to do multiple things. For example, me, right? So I've started so many software companies and most of them failed. Most of them are still failing, but some of them, let's say 1 out of like 5 or 6, they're on fire because I kept trying. I kept improving myself. I kept improving my promotional. I kept improving the way I ran the business. So just because you're experienced doesn't mean that you won't fail. The chances are lower, right? But it doesn't mean you won't fail. So what you need to do is stay calm. You know that it could fail, but you do also know that if you don't do it, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. I'll tell you that today. So for example, I'm back when I was starting my business, right? Everybody told me, Satish, oh, don't do it. Go to college, become a doctor, do this, just get a job. And I wasn't making money, so I couldn't show anything to tell people, hey, look, I'm okay. Everybody kept dragging me down. Everybody said, oh, you can't do it. This is not possible, okay? You're gonna become a failure, okay? You're gonna become, you won't have, money for rent or food, blah, blah, blah. How are you gonna get it? Running a business is risky. And I said to myself, right? I can always go get a job. Anytime, if I failed, I can go get a job. And I will get hired on spot. I know that for a fact, okay? But if I didn't do what I wanted to do, I will regret it for the rest of my life, and I will blame me, and I would play a victim for the rest of my life because I didn't do it. So, and like I said, most ideas didn't go great, but some of them went great. They went great, right? And I'm glad, I'm glad that I went through it. So just because you're prone to failure doesn't mean you should give up, okay? So if you're an entrepreneur or startup owner, congratulations, okay? You are the top 1%, okay? Most people don't have the guts to do this, and you do. And I'm sure you can get it done, okay? So that's it for right now. Guys, if you love this video, make sure to subscribe so we can grow together. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.